Greetings. In this video, I'm going to show you the recipe I create my favorite drinks, which is I call kind of like a pre and post workout, which is basically combining herbal extracts, fruit and berry extracts, powders, and certain nootropic compounds together in an alchemical synergy that I've been doing for about 6 years. And I probably put about 30 to 40. I put a lot of things together because I find when you combine these things, they can harmonize. And there's so many parts of our body, hundreds of systems, from the organs, the meridians, even chakras, and etheric, and cardiovascular, and mental. And I really find it just combining these things together just allows us to get the best of all worlds. Um, to optimize the body. There's a lot that the body needs. This world, the current understanding of health is very, very immature. I don't need to go into too much, but basically, you probably might know a lot of foods are not healthy, they're toxic. Even the current medical system, pharmaceuticals, and it's a whole story, but basically, natural health, I decided just to become the pioneer of my own life by creating a whole diet based on these extracts. And I've been doing it 6 years, and I'm not the same. I'm not human anymore. I'm superhuman, and I'm going to another world. I'm creating a heaven on earth, and already the effects are unbelievable. There's altered states, psychic phenomena, um, endurance, energy, emotional well-being, everything. There is, a lot of consequences. Takes the body time to adjust, and there can be issues, but it's definitely worth playing with. And so I'm going to go through all of the herbs and extract powders I use here, one by one, and just give you like a little idea. So first of all, it's called hawthorn berry. It's a Chinese berry, got a nice acidic flavor. I like the berries to add to this because a lot of the compounds are either bitter or don't taste very good, and the berries have a nice flavor. Hawthorn's got good flavonoids. Flavonoids are antioxidants that just really benefit many parts of it, especially cardiovascular system. Next up, we have quercetin. It's kind of dirty. I've had these for a long time. I buy these in bulk, so what's great, instead of buying capsules and spending quite a lot of money for an individually opening capsule, I like bulk, so I buy these powders in 500 or kilo sizes, bulksupplements.com, just like that person there. And that way, it's hundreds of times cheaper, and that way I can portion out the individual sizes, very particular dosages for each of these compounds, and make my own formula. Get all these things, put them in a jar, mix it up, it's ready. It's very simple. Quercetin is another flavonoid. It's bright yellow. See that there? Bright yellow. And it works. I find it brings well-being and joy. Yellow is the third chakra, so it's about will, and things like St. John's wort have a lot of quercetin, which is why it has antidepressant properties. Quercetin also it interacts. There's so much chemistry, which I don't know the technical terms, but a lot of these compounds, when they're put together, they create synergies, which are biochemical chain reactions that I find just optimize the body to levels unto that are beyond our current level of awareness. Next, tart cherry extract. It's got a nice flavor, cherry, sweet, a little sour, a lot of vitamin C, which is good. Next is slippery elm. Slippery elm is a bark, an extract. This is a 10 to 1, so 1 gram is equivalent to 10 grams of the raw form. And a lot of these are very intense herbs I take. They're very acidic, very bitter, and it can be hard on the body. So I like to balance it in what they call in some medical systems harmonize by combining the slippery elm. It has a soothing property. It has a lot of mucilaginous compounds that soothe the stomach. So I can take high doses of these and not have nausea, which can happen if you take high doses. Next, we have orotic acid. Orotic acid is an energetic catalyst. Now, this is a synthesized, synthetic, to a certain extent, compound. I used to be all natural, like 100% herbal, but a lot of these synthetic compounds are derived from natural. So, and the energetic properties is quite impressive. Orotic acid is a precursor to ATP, I believe. ATP, adenosine triphosphate, is the energy molecule. When that is in balance, then the energy peak generate is off the charts. Quite often I get so, metabolism is so hot that I overheat. I have to go in a freezer in my workplace at a health food store in a cooler, because that generates so much energy. It's quite amazing. So, orotic acid, I like to take this 1 to 3 grams. The berry powders, I can take higher doses, 3 to 6 grams. And in the drink I make maybe 64 ounce, something like this. And I put high doses of all of them, so I take them 3-4 doses throughout the day. Similar with my green drink, I do about 6 to 7 doses. This just makes it more efficient, because to put it all together takes a little time. But when it's being prepared, then you can just have to set doses and then get the effects. Next we have choline. Choline is a precursor to acetylcholine, which is a neurotransmitter in the brain. The brain is mostly fat, and so when the brain is nourished with fats, it allows you to think more clearly. Especially the acetylcholine is all about memory, learning, focus. Speaking of focus, N-acetyltyrosine is one of my favorites for that. It's a synthetic form of tyrosine, which is an amino acid, which really has a focusing effect. I believe it was used a lot in the military, and it has small doses of this, 1 to 3 grams. For one dose, probably 1 gram actually. And similar with the acetylated means it's extracted to make it more concentrated. So a lot of these, they're not really bioavailable, which means absorbable. So the way that they're made is they're added with certain compounds, acid compounds, to just bring them into the body more. Similarly, another acetylated version is carnitine. This is one of my favorites. I've been using this for years. Has dozens of beneficial effects. And it works, many different systems in the body, particularly the mitochondria, which are the cells in the body that are the energy factories. So it allows fat to go straight into the mitochondria, which we have trillions of in our cellular structure, which just enhances energy up the charts. PEA, phenethylalanine, is a synthetic extract. It's quite strong. It's actually what they call the beloved molecule, which is in chocolate. That's associated with chocolate's well-being effects. It has a neurotropic effect, so it has a brain. I find it just helps me with well-being, positive outlook. Yeah, that one's good. That hibiscus extract is flower. It's red, dark red color. The more colors we put, the better. Colors are often associated with nutrient profiles. This is dried, but I usually just break it up and put 1 to 3 grams. It's got a nice sour flavor, so it's kind of acidic lemon-like flavor. Schisandra is another berry, Chinese berry, 5-flavored fruit. Has many, similarly to the hawthorn, has a lot of flavonoids, medicinal properties. Dragon fruit, another fruit. This one wasn't as good as I thought. I was expecting it to be the dark color, but it's actually white inside. But it'll have a lot of aminos, omega-3s, which are really nourishing for the brain and other parts. Boswellia. Now this is of the tree family. It's a resin from a tree, grows in India traditionally, and Arabia, uh, North Africa, places like that. It works on many systems, very medicinal. Some of the particular effects is for inflammation. Yeah, most of these are anti-inflammatory. We're attacked every second being in the matrix. The amount of toxicity, frequencies, it's just this endless amount of um, damage that's being done. So anti-inflammatories are protecting agents. You can visualize the way I consider it is that oxidants, which are basically toxins and all these things, are like fires coming in, hitting the body all the time. Antioxidants are put out the flame. They give a certain compound, they donate, I think, electrons or something, and they put out the fire of the inflammation, which is all over the body. And Boswellia is really good for that, and it also helps with injuries. It's a resin, so it has a kind of protective coating property. Next, theobromine, just like PEA, theobromine is a stimulant that's found in chocolate, and I like it as an adjunct to caffeine because it works on the heart chakra. It's a very good cardiovascular, which is circulatory system, and it has a nice focusing and stimulating process as well. Malic acid, I like to add this sometimes when for like acidity. It's basically an acid that is common in Granny Smith apples. Hops. Hops is the active ingredient that's in beer that gives it this sedating property. Quite often I'll put some sedative herbs with these because it just kind of subdues the stimulating effect. But you've got to be kind of careful because to overdo it can be pretty intense. But I like taking the sedatives at night in particular for relaxing. The hops has got some very good terpenes. Terpenes are a class of compounds that are medicinal. I believe it has humulene. That's one of the terpenes in hops, and it also activates the GABAergic system, which is a neuroinhibitory system that just calms down the body a bit. So when combination a small amount of that, it softens the mind energy that can be quite out there and allows everything else to work. DMG, dimethylglycine, and trimethylglycine is another version, is a synthetic compound that is very good for the detoxification process. It donates certain compounds when the body's being attacked, when the body's being just through metabolism as well. There's a lot of toxins that accumulate in the body, and the DMG and TMG donate. I can't remember the name of it. Methyl groups, I believe is what it's called. Methylation is a system in the body. I'm not too familiar, but it's intimately associated with detoxification, regulation, and just the body's way of maintaining. The body knows what to do. This is a supercomputer master machine. All we have to do is to put in the right fuel and then get out of the way. Let our ego get out of the way, and then everything falls into place. I've been doing this for 6 years, every single day. I don't eat food. I don't need food. All I need is a small amount of oils, proteins, powders, and small amount of sugars. And these work. I don't need to eat 3 meals a day because they work. And this is why I want to share it now, because I believe people can, maybe don't go to the extreme level I've gone, but add it. It's very easy to make this. Aspirin is similar to quercetin. It's a bioflavonoid. It's in citrus. And that helps to work just to balance out, and it works with some of the enzymatic factors of all these other compounds. Beta-alanine, I love this one. I really like beta-alanine. It's used in the sports industry, sports nutrition circuits. It opens up the nerves. That's what I find. It also enhances the digestion. And if you take it, you'll feel a tingling sensation on your skin, and that's basically opening up the nerves. That is very electrical type of effect. I really like it. I'm going to work out, I'm working, it's intense. It just brings me to that high octane state, alpha state, focus, drive. Just to calm things down a bit, I like theanine. Theanine is really nice. Instead of the alpha, it's a little bit more theta. So it's slower brainwave, dreamy. This is the active amino acid that's in tea, black tea, green tea. But this is pure extract of theanine. Most tea has like 10, maybe 50 milligrams of theanine, which is so small you probably wouldn't feel it. But this here is pure. So I can take 250 milligrams per dose and I will feel it. It's kind of calm but focused at the same time, which is why it's great. Ginger. Now this is another harmonizing herb I really like to take with all of this. Similar to the slippery elm. Ginger works in the stomach as well as the cardiovascular. Yeah, so for digestion. It's got a nice flavor as well. It's another amino acid that it helps to break down the toxic metabolites that build up in the body through natural and unnatural stressors. So things called lactic acid, and when you get tension in your body, that's buildup of toxins and lactic acids and things. I never get it, never feel it anymore. I never feel, even after a whole long day's work, I never feel tension. I feel tension, but not that cramping. Cramping is a sign that there's something, there's a blocked energy deficiency. Citrulline helps to flush and metabolically process these things. So I like that. That's a nice color. It has it's earthy. I like a lot of roots, which I put in my green drink. Is the roots of the earth energy brings down. So a lot of this is very mental, very etheric, astral energy. The roots will just soften it and bring it down so that we can kind of be literally grounded. Beet is nice. It has a lot of iron to build the blood, and really nice color. And also cysteine. It's another acetylated form. Cysteine is like TMG. It works on the sulfur groups, which helps detoxification. So I like this. It's what's called stacking in those circles, because when you add these things and take them in doses over time, it gives the body reserves that it can just do its thing. Before I started taking all these things 6 years ago, I would be in pain all the time. I'd be in anxiety all the time. Just so many problems. And something told me that what I am is what I eat. What I am is what I digest. What I am, what I feel is what I take. There is a lot to be said for that. Ultimately, we can't eat our way to spirit, because we're spiritual beings having a human experience, not humans having a spiritual experience. But while we play in this game, self-love and self-nurturing, that if we do that and invest in our body, Uranus and Taurus, it will reward us back 100 times fold. And so these here, yeah, if you are going to experiment, start with small doses of some, and maybe start off with taking 3 to 5 at a time. I've been doing this for a long time, so I can handle it. Most people can. Most people, they'd probably be sick actually, because their stomachs are not strong enough. Two other fruits I really like is white mulberry. White mulberry is a berry from China. It's got some really nice flavored purple, and my favorite is goji, wolfberry. Goji is it's just got a lot of antioxidants. It's got a nice flavor, and it's a popular superfood. So when I've combined all of these, I finally like to add, probably can't see there, chia seeds. Chia seeds have a gelatinous quality. Also, a psyllium husk, I like to put about 6 grams, thickens it a bit. which slows down the digestion, which just allows it to come in the body gradually. And the chia's had a lot of omegas too, omega 3s, which is great for the brain. Also, I put stevia, which is a sugar sweetener, sometimes honey, and also I like to put bee pollen because that has hundreds of different enzymes that bring it all together. So I hope this inspires somebody, and please let me know if you do anything similar. If there's any questions you have. I do this because it works. It gives me amazing energy. It makes me feel better. Um, and yeah, I mean, it's what people call biohacking. It's using the amazing resources from ancient herbalism and modern science for nootropics. These specific compounds, we can have the best of both worlds, the ancient, future, and now. So I hope this helps. Thank you for watching, and until next time, be the light.